You're
into this music, huh? We literally had no music until we were just about to start the podcast.
I want to say they want us to leave, but I think they want us to leave.
Probably.
Fuck, we gotta find somewhere else to do it now.
Might have to. So we didn't have a podcast last week, and sometimes I feel like responsible that we don't put one out. Like I feel like I should have somehow put a bulletin on my Instagram or something and been like, hey, you ain't getting no podcast this week or something. Every once in a while, I guess, you know, I didn't get to it. I could have done one because you weren't available, and I could have done one like on my own, like when like Bill Burr just started ranting about shit. It could have been funny.
Should have been like, so planes. What the fuck are those about?
What are those? What's going on over here? What I should have done. I just ran out of time. I should have just driven around and people watched and just gone off on rants about shit.
You know, it's cold enough now. We can go to that place we got kicked out of last time. We just put the microphones in our jackets.
Yeah, just talk and be like,
yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. That chick that just walked by, that butchy chick that just walked by,
yeah,
she could probably kick your ass. She's walking like she was squaring up.
Dude, she can probably punch me harder than, let's see, I'm thinking of somebody. Rocky from Rocky 2.
She looked like she had a solid base.
Rocky from Rocky 2. When he's near peak perfection, Rocky from Rocky 2. When does he fight the Russian guy? Rocky 3 or 4?
3. Because the first one was Apollo Creed, right?
Yeah,
and then the second one was like a rematch with Apollo Creed. And the third one's got to be Khal Drogo. No, what's his name? He's a Russian name. It's
Khal Drogo. That's right. Correct.
That's not Khal Drogo. What the hell is his name? Anyways, did you hear that they were gonna make his son like the next bad guy for the Rocky kid, for Fantastic Four Flame-On guy?
Wait, what?
What's the guy's name that plays the Creed guy?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's his name?
Michael P. Johnson.
Michael B. Johnson. They were gonna make not Khal Drogo, but whatever the fuck that Russian's name was in Rocky. I think they were gonna make his son the next guy he had to fight.
Wow.
Which I'm like, all right,
really?
man. There's only so many of these legacy people that you gotta like.
Yeah, we need new fighters.
Yeah, it's not like Dragon Ball where
there ain't no Dragon Ball
shit. Like nowadays you don't see Tyson's kid going up against Muhammad Ali's kid. Like it just seems unrealistic.
Maybe if Muhammad Ali could have popped out a son, but he couldn't. Just had to weaken the world with the woman.
Didn't his daughter do pretty good though in boxing?
Yeah, she was pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if I like the idea. Now maybe if he met up with that dude's son, that Russian dude's son, and like they were training together, I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. They had like famous fathers.
You know what would be good?
All right.
You know what would be good if it was like Dragon Ball, where he would then go train with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they met up somewhere, like you don't have to show that they met up. Just like in the next one, they met up and they just like, oh, they're training together. This is
right. No, but not his son. I mean, like he goes and like learns shit from.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, do that too.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
What the hell that guy's name is?
Yeah, we're just gonna call him Khal Drogo because I don't remember.
Speaking of which, I do have something I want to rant about. Just came to mind. We talked about this months ago. Months ago, we talked about this, and I will continue my tirade of talking about the fucking fuming hot dog shit that the new Oceans movie is gonna be.
I was gonna ask you. Did you see it?
When we first heard about an all-female Oceans movie, right? We finally have a trailer. If you don't know or like look for it, I'm not gonna link anything because I'm too lazy. Look for it. It's all over the internet. It's an all-female cast. From what I gather, it looks like it's a reboot.
Right.
Like it's rebooting, and instead of George Clooney, it's Julia Roberts. But like she's saying the exact same lines he said in the first one, right?
Something close to it.
Like it looks like it's an Elseworld story version of it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Once again, man, look, I what I might do just for the sake of this podcast, for getting the full circle. All right, I'm gonna keep an open mind, but I'm gonna go watch this movie. All right, just to review it, and I'm gonna try to be as objective as possible. as objective as possible.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go watch it too. I'm gonna go watch it. Make sure it's not picking up this music because they turned it up since.
Yeah, I know they did. What the fuck, dude? Where's King Kai at?
No, I'm telling you what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go watch it with you. Right before we go watch it, I'm gonna go eat some Taco Bell. And then we're gonna go eat some Chipotle. And then during the movie, I'm gonna take a huge shit in the middle of the movie theater on my tickets.
Why would you do that? Why would you make the employees of the Harkins or AMC deal with the
so they
shitty
fucking know that they shouldn't be
They're
playing
not
this
the makers
movie.
of the movie.
I don't care. Somebody has to know.
Nah.
I will smear it on the bathroom.
You know what? I might even invest a lot of time and make a comprehensive, like, you know those videos that people do on YouTube where they literally do a script and they analyze something, and it sounds super smart and it sounds like a great put together thought out video. I think I might do this for the comparison of these two movies and explain to you, first of all, why this is a big deal for it to be a male movie and not a female movie. All right? And just to be clear, like, what? Just to be clear, like, this is almost the equivalent of having like a male MMA fighting movie versus like a female MMA fighting movie. But all I'm saying is that I feel like this is gonna be a dog shit movie. Yeah. And it's not because of the blatant feminism like going on behind it. I think it's because of the intent and the idea behind how it's made and why it's made, right? Like, I'm very fascinated also to see how they're going to pull off any sort of physicality pieces. Like for example, the Asian dude whose primary job was to like do all those crazy acrobatics movements in order to get into the vault. I'm curious how they would play something like that.
I like the hipster music.
Not to say that that's not possible from a female standpoint. I think what it all still boils down for me is that this is a male fantasy.
Well, yeah, I don't understand why they have to rob that like fancy party thing. Why can't they still rob a casino?
I think the script could make sense. I just feel like the premise of the movie is still a male fantasy. I still think you're taking away something and making it a female fantasy when I think it's not. I think we could literally, if it wasn't as late as it is, I would literally stop people as they walk into this place and ask them, like, is this something that you've ever dreamt of doing? And I think we could find a consensus between males and females.
Yeah, I would. I'd be like, have you ever wanted to rob the Met Gala, apparently? Or have you ever wanted to rob a casino?
It's just the idea of a heist. I think Dane Cook said it best, and I need to stop saying I think. Dane Cook said it best, and all men would rather, more than anything else, more than like food, more than sleep, more than sex, men would prefer to be part of like a crazy heist. It's, if you had the likelihood of it pulling off without any like problems, much, well, George Clooney did go to jail, right? But if it was easy and there would be no repercussions, every single dude would be like, hell yeah, every single dude. But once again, I'm going to watch it with an open mind, but I will probably do a comprehensive comparison of this. Just like you and I, we watched Star Wars, and although you were like, it makes sense, like I do have some gripes with the series and where it is. But we won't go into this because it's too fresh and people haven't seen it. I'm surprised I saw it this early. Anyways, I'm surprised I saw it that early. I wasn't planning to, but I managed to go like during the day. So I was like, yeah. I was kind of, I'm glad it wasn't as packed as it was, but it was still good.
Yeah, man.
And you had a gripe about the length of it. I don't mind if movies are long because I like, first of all, you get your money's worth, right? And you get a lot of stuff like when you're looking at a movie like that has such a immersive universe. I like being immersed in that universe as long as possible. The only issue I have, really, the only one, is that like 3/4 into the movie, I really need to go to the bathroom, and then I was just like, dude, okay, I kind of want it to end now because I need to really go. I drank too much soda. But besides that, I mean, I don't mind the length. I think it could have been trimmed.
Yeah,
but
no, my thing was it could have been trimmed. We could have trimmed that one part off and put more main story. There's some parts that could have been trimmed and put more main story in there.
Yeah. I mean,
like
yeah.
That lady with the purple hair, she didn't need to be in that thing. Apocalypse didn't need to be in that thing. He could be in that thing. His parts could have been better.
Yeah, like that whole scene with the lady with the purple hair and the other story that was going around because of that.
All could have been
that
trimmed.
could have been trimmed out. But once again, like I don't mind the extra flat or the extra fat or fluff in it because I do like being part of that universe. But in all honesty, like from an editing standpoint, you could have cut that out altogether, and it still would have made sense. You could have made a reason why that thing ended the way it did or whatever. I mean, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. But still, like, I gotta mull it over for a couple days. I'm still deliberating on my rating of that movie. But I told you I finally saw Logan. I wasn't impressed.
I wasn't impressed either, man. Everybody was busting nuts over this. They're like, "Oh my god, it's so good." Wolverine, Hugh Jackman is good in it. He does the best Wolverine.
It did kind of help him show his acting chops a bit more. And the little girl was pretty good too.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
I can't remember her name, but
yeah, she's really good.
I don't think the story was the best. You're right. I don't know how much of it I should say because of the spoilers. There's certain things I don't like. There's certain things I didn't like about it. I think when I look at X-Men in general, because of the Fox ownership, like they don't do the best storytelling. So this is probably the best X-Men movie. Which is the best X-Men movie? You give me a face. Which is the best one?
2 probably.
What was the 2 about? I mixed those 1 and 2 up. 1 was what? They fight Magneto for the first time, right?
Yeah.
What was 2 about?
2 is where Stryker comes back and Wolverine starts remembering a bit more. And then
Is that the Phoenix comes out?
The Phoenix comes out at the very end, yeah.
Is that like where they're getting the kids out or whatever?
Yeah, they get the kids out. No.
Phoenix dies?
All right.
Or she dies? No,
she dies at the end. Yeah, because Stryker uses his son to... He makes some, like, brain control stuff that comes out of his son. He's been putting in Magneto because they put him in jail in the first one. And then Magneto's been telling him, like, all the secrets of the mansion. And so...
That's not the Deadpool one, though, is it?
No. That's X-Men Origins. And so then they go in there and they take all the kids out. But then Wolverine gets a few of them out. And it's Iceman, Rogue, and Pyro. They get out.
I feel like the first 2 X-Men are a bit corny. They're kind of corny and kind of like... You see it, I mean, you're like, all right, this seems like a low budget kind of... This could have been on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, well, it was early 2000s, man. It's the best they had.
Right. I feel like they're still kind of corny. I wouldn't say they're the best ever.
Three was... You know, they're all corny. They're kind of like the cartoon. They're like kind of watching cartoons.
Yeah, well, they're kind of corny. But you know what, man? The part that irritates me with all these people, all these writers, is that they all want to take their spin on the original stories. And the original stories are written by really good writers. I mean, they've been doing these storylines for decades.
What Ho picked this song? This is a straight Ho song.
I don't think it might not pick it up. It might, though. My biggest gripe is with all these fandom things. Like, the stories are written so well. Like, today I was getting an oil change, and I was like, I better take something to read because I got to sit there and wait for it. And I was reading on I have, like, the Amazon Kindle thing, and I have, I got, you know, like, every once in a while I buy books, and I got a free digital copy of Infinity War. Dude, I got basically the full... what is it called? Trade paperback?
Yeah.
Digitally, though. That's a freaking... It's like 240 pages. It's a shitload. I didn't even get through it all. And I was reading it, and it's so well written. Like the story, the Infinity Gauntlet is really good, and I'm sure they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, that's not gonna be anything like that.
There's not gonna be anything.
No,
like
no,
it.
it's not gonna be anything like that.
Because
Don't get your hopes up for that story.
No, it's
you
not.
just gotta go with the story that they're presenting
with.
to you.
Because for them, they've done a really good job of bringing out every individual superhero, right? But for them to do the Infinity Gauntlet story, like they have to go super, super macro and explain to you like all of these deities that they've never brought up ever. And, you're not going to get it. Yeah. But it's such a good story because it shows you, like in the MCU so far, Thanos has been pretty unstoppable, right? And it's like up until now in the comics, it seems like Thanos has been pretty unstoppable, except for when he himself has been responsible for his undoing. Like certain flaws or certain things that he's shown have been his downfall. And that's kind of the way Infinity Gauntlet is going too. I mean, his like brashness and his like undedicated, unrequited love from death is essentially his downfall, because all he does for this chick, like every man ever. And ultimately, like, she does not give a shit how much he keeps doing for her love. And that makes him even angrier, makes him lash out. Like, he creates that one chick that's like his perfect woman, and it looks like him or whatever, but he still kind of wants death. It's really interesting, like the way it's written, and it's written so well, because I think, like, physically and mentally he has no equal, but it's these like dumb weaknesses that he has that he can't get past that make him vulnerable. It's fascinating. Like, there is a lot of psychology involved with it.
Yeah.
Where I don't think that the movie version is going to be anywhere near as good.
No, probably won't be, but...
Oh, shit, I turned on my mic. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, so I think these writers continuing to try to make their own spin on things, really... The original stories are far better than the movie counterparts.
Yeah.
Far better. I mean, look, Batman Returns. Is that one where he's old and fat?
Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns is a dog shit story.
That's a dog shit story.
But you know what's? It's incredibly better than the movie. it's an epic masterpiece compared to the movie. The movie was a piece of hot dog shit.
Yes,
it's
it was.
terrible. It's terrible. To this day, I will not watch that movie. You watched it 19 times. I almost want to slap you every time you tell me you watched it. Like, it was a terrible movie the first time I watched it, and I have no desire.
I had to watch
it
it 2 more times just to make sure. And I was like, no,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's like being
it was at the. I went to the premiere on Thursday. People stood up. Some people stood up and were clapped at the end.
Yeah, I have morons.
I almost grabbed
all mouth breathers.
I almost grabbed the chair next to me and threw it at him.
All mouth
and
breathers.
there were other people in the theater looking at him like, "The fuck is wrong with you? You just watched the same thing we did?"
I would have demanded my money back if I paid money for that movie.
And even my girlfriend at the time I was like, "Did you like that, babe?" She was like, "That was dog shit movie."
Terrible movie. Anyways,
the best part, she said, is when Ben Affleck had his training montage for some random ass reason.
They need to bring that back. 80s training montage.
Yeah, he just had an 80s random training montage. I'm like, "Yo, Ben, hey, I'm trying to finger bang my woman later. I need her thinking of me, not you. Thanks, though."
I want to see the new one only because I want to see Khal Drogo as Aquaman. He seems like he'll be funny. Like, it seems like it'd be comic relief. Like, the fact that he's like...
Yeah, that's what Aquaman is. Comic relief.
But look, we already know it's going to be dog shit. So why not enjoy comic relief with the dog shit?
Yeah, people online are signing a petition so you can get the full version of the movie. I'm like, you need to stop doing that. Full versions of the movie, don't make it better.
Well, I think they're signing a petition, too, for The Last Jedi because people weren't happy about it.
Yeah, they want to take it off from being canon. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It happened. It's happened. It'll probably... I know you guys wanted to see, like, Yoda jerking off onto Obi-Wan's chest, but that didn't happen. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not 100% like sold on the Jedi movies thus far. I went back. We were talking about it, and I went back and I reanalyzed the original. What was the last one called? Return of the Jedi? No.
What, the old ones?
No, the one the Rey one, the original Rey one, the first Rey one.
Oh, Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
That one's not a good movie.
I went back and I thought about it. I was like, it's not a great movie.
No, I said that when it first came out. I go, this isn't a good movie. It's a
great
rehash.
movie.
That's what J.J. Abrams does. He rehashes shit.
Yeah,
he makes it better.
Maybe we should do like a week. Dude, you know, have you heard of Fandango doing that one movie thing? You know, like Netflix, you pay $10 a month. I think Fandango has a thing where, or maybe some other company that works with Fandango, but you pay like $7 a month and you get like unlimited movie watching.
Huh? No, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll go around because I think movie companies don't like it because they're gonna get fucked when it comes to money from the box office.
Yeah.
But I hear that's a thing. That's what I was gonna say. Do like a weekly like movie review.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far I'm not impressed. Not impressed. Anyways, so what's going on with you, man? We haven't been around for like 2 weeks. A week? A week? 2 weeks?
Drop me that funky hipster beat.
Yeah, this music's starting to suck hard.
Yes. Sure is. Only been talking for 21 minutes? The fuck?
I'm surprised it's been that long.
Yeah, not too much, man. Just started new jobs. New jobs cool. Chill. Haven't had to drop kick anybody. It's cool. It's really cool. See, what else? Oh, I finally remember what I was going to tell you.
Oh, what is it?
All right, so I went to go help my old boss move last week.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, did you ask her husband how they're going to get it on while they're on vacation?
I did not ask that.
Oh, not vacation while they're... That was a clip of the week.
Oh, I should have bought her... We got to go to Toys R Us tomorrow.
Who, you and I? Or just...
Yeah, you and I.
All right.
Sure.
What do you got to get?
I got to get her a Christmas present. So
Oh, okay.
I remember. I guess we could then. I wonder if they're open right now.
They might be. They're holiday hours for no reason at all. I would know this. They're usually open till about midnight.
Might be able to drop by there after.
I should need to bring a beanie with me for these future podcasts. Continue.
Man, you can't out hipster me, son.
I got beanies,
trying?
dog. I'm gonna bring a scarf. Don't be mad, dog.
You
I'm gonna have a
you
scarf.
can't. You can't.
I'm gonna get a scarf, dog. You ain't gonna be ready for this,
homie.
mad.
You trying to out hipster me, N-word?
Like snot
My
coming out of my
hipster
nose.
level is over 9,000.
Shit.
You a broke hipster, N-word.
I had fucking some Dragon Ball Z thing to tell you that I just came out of my. It just reminded me, but I can't remember anymore.
Are you ready? Are you ready for Dragon Ball Z fighters?
Yes, but I'm not like.
You ain't hype. You ain't hype enough. That means
super
no.
hype. No, I'm not super
They have
hype.
my N-word Black. That's his name. That's his name,
You're
guys.
super
Goku Black.
hyped because you like fighting games. Like, I'm cool with fighting games, but I'm not like all about them.
You don't even know how hype I am.
I know you're pretty hype about it.
Sagat's gonna come out. That's my boy, man.
Sagat.
Yeah, for Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter 5? I refuse to pay for that anymore. I paid for the one. I refuse to pay for it again.
I have it. So.
Oh, well, they're giving everybody the thing that
Yeah.
bought it, right? I just feel like that game was executed incredibly bad.
It was. They needed to put out this version. This needs to be the first round DLC, and it would have been way better.
Dude, I make a list of topics that, like, to talk about. And sometimes I don't put enough for my teasers here. Like, my teaser was Dead or Alive physics.
That's super random, but okay.
I don't know what that was about.
Well, we jumped topics. So, but anyway, so I went to go help my boss move because she lives like half a mile down from me. So she's like, "Oh, hey, can you come help me move?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I went to go help her move, and so we're moving all her stuff into a storage unit, and really nice facility too. I haven't been in one of those.
Is it air conditioned?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Paid the good money for it.
Yeah, so everything was going fine. They had this huge granite table, like probably a little bit longer than this one. A little bit longer than this one. So that bitch was heavy.
Yeah, granite's heavy.
That thing was heavy. So me and her friend and her husband. Me and her husband, yeah.
There's 4 of you?
Yeah.
Was she packed? Was she like unlike you, who was like?
No, she was packed. She had.
Okay. Unlike you, who had shit like in your.
This is the week she got suspended, so she had nothing to do but pack.
I got you.
So she's using her time wisely. Unlike me, I was just like, what kind of beads can I buy out this week?
Mofo. Hey, you didn't buy that container from Home Depot. No,
I'm having my dad go buy it, because then he'll buy it with his money, and I have to use my money.
How's a good deal, though?
Yeah. So her husband was like, oh, let's move this thing. We got to wrap it up so it don't break. I'm like,
it's
okay.
It's granite. It's not going to break unless you throw it down 2 flights.
Yeah, you would think that, wouldn't you?
You broke it?
So we wrap it up. So their idea of wrapping it up is they're going to put in a blanket around it and wrap it in plastic wrap. Now, the blanket they have doesn't cover all the areas of it. Like the tips of it, the very tips of it, like the points of the table, those are still like showing. So
why didn't they get more blankets?
I don't know, man. That's not my table. And so I'm like, all right. So me and the husband go to lift this thing. And we're both pretty... He's a bigger black guy. So I'm like... So he picks it up and I pick it up. And we look at each other. We're like, this is pretty heavy. And so I didn't feel bad because he's like, this is a pretty heavy table. So we call the other friend over. And so we move it to the... We get it out of the room and we get into the truck. So I'm like, all right, good job. We did it. I thought we were going to drop it there for a second. Mostly the other guy, because he really wasn't doing much. He was just there to be in the way. So everything's fine. We get it to the storage room. And at the storage place, they give us dollies and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they got a bunch of them. I was like, this is fucking awesome. And their storage unit's on the second level. So you take the little elevator up. And so everything's going fine. Going good. So they use a mattress dolly for this table, right? Now there's a dude down there who's like loading everything, so I don't have to keep going down and up. I'm just putting the stuff in the storage unit. And so her husband comes up. He's like, all right, let's move this. I'm like, I think we need the other dude to help us with this thing. He's like, no, I'll be fine. And so I'm like, all right. So we're trying to move it off the like mattress thing, to the mattress cart, to move it off there. But it's kind of stuck on there because it kind of like wedged it in there and it doesn't really fit there. So it's kind of stuck on there. So he's like, oh, you had to pull it harder. And so as we're pulling it, the dolly's kind of like moving with it. So I'm like, hold on, let me get this. So I'm holding the dolly with one hand and like pulling with the other hand. And so he kind of pulls it and I'm not ready for it. And so it falls like, it's like not a full foot, but like half a foot. And it hits the cement.
Oh.
Just the tip of it.
Oh, nice broke.
Yeah, it broke.
Yeah, no, it broke.
Yeah, so.
How much broke?
Just like the tip of it.
Oh,
just a little
fine.
crack. It's not that. Like some of it came off, but it's not the worst. And I felt bad for a second, but then I was like, you ain't paying me for this.
Well, secondly, it's also, I mean, you bought it. You should know how much that thing weighs.
Yeah, man, they need they need at least 2 people to put that in there properly. So I was like, hey, I feel bad, but you ain't paying me for this, so hey. And second thing, where was the other dude? We really could have used that dude help. And I was like, second thing, I think we should just put it on like the flat dolly they gave us instead of like wedging it in this mattress dolly, because it was like stuck in there because we were trying to pull it off. And hey, but so there you go. There's my story of how they.
Did everything fit in the storage unit?
Dude, they got a ton of shit.
Yeah, man. That's why when I like was getting ready to move, I was like, dude, I liquidated like 80 to 90% of my stuff. The only thing I really kept that I was like, dude, I'm not getting rid of is tools, because I'll reuse those. I don't want to rebuy tools. The only time I rebuy tools is if I was moving out of state. I'm like, dude, I'm not taking a table saw with me. I'll just buy a table saw wherever I go. But like tools, like, dude, I got everything from carpet installation tools to like drywall tools to woodworking tools to like car automotive tools to like freaking how to fix tile roof tools. Like I got so many tools that no way I'm gonna be able to ever get them all back, especially because mine are like pristine. Like I take care of my shit. Yeah. So if I'm gonna go to yard sale, everything's gonna be rusted or broken, and it's like I don't have to buy rusted fucking tools if mine are great.
Yeah.
But furniture, got rid of all that shit.
Yeah, they had one storage unit And so it was like smaller stuff.
Especially if you're those freaks who uses... somebody's getting insulted on this podcast. If you're one of those people that uses your garage as a storage unit, like, you got too much shit. Like, get rid of some shit. Like, you're lucky that if you live in the state we're in, like, we don't have snow, right? Like, you could have your cars outside, but why would you? Like, in the summer, I hate getting into a hot car. That is, like, I hate it because it takes forever to cool down. Use that garage for what it's meant for you. Is a garage.
Yeah, they had a lot of stuff in the garage, and so they had all that stuff. But they had one storage unit. I guess they had a little one. I guess that was just like where they're putting extra clothes. So they bought another one.
Jeez.
And that's the one we put all this stuff into. So then they bought another one, and that was for all the couches and shit.
They got 3 storage units?
No, they got 4.
Fuck.
I was like,
Dude,
you guys got too much shit.
You got too much shit if you have to get 4 storage units. You got too much shit, period. You're never going to need 4. Dude, the more, as I get older, like, the more I realize I don't need a lot of space. Like, I don't need a lot of space for shit. The only thing I would like to have space for is for, like, a building space. So if I'm building something with like wood or whatever, like any sort of creative shit I'm doing, I like having room. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm in a tight little space.
Yeah.
But besides that, like, I don't really need a lot of room. Like, if I have a home gym, yeah, I like to have space because then you need it, right? Like, I don't need barbells going through drywall.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, I don't really need a lot of space. I like the minimalism a bit. Like, there is something nice about that. Like, not having to worry about shit. I think as especially like in an American consumerism world that we're in, like, we all sometimes like to define ourselves by the amount of shit that we have, and it's just a bad way of looking at like yourself and defining yourself, because then you just have too much shit. And there is a certain balancing point where the more shit you accumulate, the more time and energy and money you have to spend on maintaining or like keeping things clean or whatever. Like, it all adds up exponentially. So then eventually it's a circular world you're living in where you're just working to keep the things you want or need or have bought, and then buy more shit and then keep things maintained. Like, it's just a circular thing that it's eventually inevitably living life just for things.
Yeah.
So many people get caught in that world. Like, how many people, like, people that start businesses and then they're like, oh, I only want to make enough money so I can quit my job or whatever. And then they take off, their business takes off. And then it's like, oh, no, now I'm only working 80 hours a week because I really want that 5,000 square foot house. Next thing you know, it's like, nah, I'm just working a little bit more because I want that Audi. Now I'm working a little bit more because I want, I want that nice, like, horse for my daughter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it ends up being a big circular world.
You get caught up in it quick, man.
Materialism is a really fucked situation.
Yeah, you'll say, oh yeah, that's enough. Then it's never enough.
Yeah, and then the ones that suffer next are like the kids, right? Because you never have enough time for them. And you get like bratty kids, like Kylo Ren kids. They're just bitching about their parents and, oh, my dad never gave me attention. My mom was too busy running the rebellion. Fucking whiny ass Kylo Ren. He's the worst bad guy since Jar Jar Binks. I think he's a Sith.
I think I don't want to spoil it.
Anyways, so that's my point. People have too much shit. I got rid of a lot of weights when I moved, man. Like, I got rid of most of my metal plates.
That's why.
I didn't want to get rid of my cool looking competition bumpers though. Those are clean.
That's why.
Those are clean, dog.
That's why all the. See, I'm trying to say this nicely. That's why all the stranger hitting you in the face, man. You lost all your gains.
Damn, doing me dirty. Lost all my gains. I'm actually thinking about.
I said strange.
Strange. Oh, I thought I said gains.
Okay, either one.
Thinking about getting back into lifting, man. I'm thinking back into lifting. I'm thinking I could sneak like a day or two during the week and still hit most of. I might have to give up 1 day of jiu-jitsu.
Give up like 2 days.
No, fuck that. I give up 2 days and I'm too far behind.
Anything. They're not doing anything.
Dude, I'm getting. What are you talking about? I'm murking motherfuckers. I'm murking dudes. Dude, but there is a point though. Like, for example, if you get to like a 3-stripe white belt, right? Even before a blue belt, like if you're fighting someone that has no jiu-jitsu experience, dude, that's all you need. That's all you need. Dude,
I would say you justify going every day like you do if you do a tournament and you're murking people. If you're doing that one choke where you what's that one choke that UFC guy does?
Oh, the
He's
OSP one?
Yeah, the OSP one.
I don't know that one. I don't know the name of it.
The OSP choke. He's the only guy who does it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing that to dudes in competition, then I'm like, yeah, you should continue going every day.
You don't learn that the first day, dog.
Maybe you're just you're natural
Nobody's
at it.
naturally at it. My point is, though, like, if you're doing it for self-defense, like, all you need is to get good enough to, like, 2-3 stripes. Dude, whenever... Because most, like, 90% of fights, right, they end up on the ground. How many times are you watching World Star, and then somebody they do some dumb shit, and all of a sudden you're on the ground? Like, it's always on the ground. Right? It always ends on the ground. So, ultimately, like, that's all you need. You just need a good 3-stripe white belt. Dude. Like, the first time you get taken down, you have no idea what to do. Like, you're just like, shit, right? And unless you know how to, like, strike on your back, nobody knows how to do it. Like, Bisping did a good job against GSP, but not going to happen. That's all you need.
I think you should go to a competition, man.
Dude, they're trying to guilt trip me. Not guilt. Yeah, no, guilt trip me is a good word. They're trying to. I tell you, a group of guys are going to do one in February, and they're like, they're trying to get a group of people to go.
There you go, man.
I can't do it though, because it's the second week of February.
Man, I can't go with you now to see our good friend.
How come?
I won't have enough PTO. Set up.
Oh, you gotta have PTO now.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, because it's a Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I can't do it, because essentially, like, that week I'd have to take a few days off of training, and then I still need to let it heal. So I have to take the week before.
Fuck it, dude. We'll just wrap it up in saran wrap.
Jeez, like, get infected with my own sweat. Screw that. It would have to. Literally, I would have to take the week before the competition off, without training, without cardio. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Might as well just go in without an arm and just give that dude two legs and one arm to work against.
Hey, man, that legless wrestler did it.
Yeah, I don't think he did very well. How about that?
No, he did it. He did good. I mean, probably because
it wouldn't work.
You can't grab 2 legs, so
yeah, less to worry about. But anyways, we should go. We should go see my coach. He's doing competition next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, down west side, east side.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go to the con that's coming up?
Which one? What is it?
Ace Comic Con. It's right here in Glendale. Ace.
Ace? Like
Ace. Like
Ace Hardware?
Yeah, like this dick I'm giving hoes is Ace level.
So it's just like an anime convention?
No, it's Comic Con. So they have everything, I guess.
Interesting.
They're gonna have Captain America there. You know, what's Captain America's real name? Whatever the fuck his real name is. Not Steve Rogers, the actor who plays him.
Oh, I don't know. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and then Sebastian Stan is gonna be there. That's Bucky. Just for shits and giggles, you should grab that flag from her and just toss it.
Just run with it.
Yeah.
What day is it?
I think it's really weird. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, randomly.
Like in January?
Yeah, in January.
Dude,
yes, he's gonna be there.
I just realized this is the last podcast before the new year.
Yeah, man.
The next one we do is in 2018.
Yeah.
20 motherfucking 18.
Is that right?
Dog. Yeah.
Is your math right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
We get to celebrate the new year, and by we I mean the listeners, by listening to our voices talk about some horrible shit. What we should do is save some horrible fucking stories for the first of the year.
Wow.
Save some horrible stories for the end of the year, dude. I got to tap into the reserves.
But yeah, so there's gonna be a bunch of people there, a bunch of Marvel people there. Spider-Man's gonna be there.
Don't care. I still haven't seen a Spider-Man movie.
Dude, fucking get on it. Go rent some movies from the library like hobos do.
I've been watching a lot of movies, man. The last movie I saw, besides watching Star Wars today,
Logan.
Well, you're right. I saw Logan, but besides that, what was the last one I saw before that? Oh, Stepdad 2.
Oh yeah, you told
I
me
did
about
see that. But that was about it. I mean, besides that, I haven't seen anything in a long time. I mean, I think I rented Prometheus 2 or whatever it is called. Or was it?
Oh, did you see that? It wasn't. You said it wasn't good, huh?
It's dog shit. It's dog shit. There's plot holes through that movie, like potholes you've never hit, and, like potholes that have destroyed your suspension in your car. Ridiculous movie. Like they're trying to make it this big immersive universe, but the writing's not good, which makes it kind of a moot point. You know what I mean? It's not good. I wouldn't recommend watching it. Waste of time. Waste of time. I feel like I should take some of the LifeGeneralist channel and do do like Jeremy John's videos on my channel, except without the red background. Review movies and shit.
You could. You should review porno movies.
Jeez. No, because it's like watching porn when you're not into it, or if you're not like whatever watching it for whatever reason you watch it, freaks. You know who you are. Like it's kind of like, all right, this is not like it's kind of weird to watch it when you're like watching it for no entertainment purposes.
You're like, wow, long stroke there.
Is that real? Is that all you?
Wow.
That would still be one of my favorite like storytelling shows.
You got back problems with that stroke? Like, jeez. Got lower vertebrae problems?
This coffee's okay.
Mine's good. They don't like you, that's why.
I'm gonna ask them for extra salt. Like when they do the salted things, they drop extra salt on it. It's good.
You know why? It's because I'm not as salty as I normally am.
I guess, man. I guess so. It finally got fucking cold out here, man. I know last week I was bitching about it, but finally, like
this morning when I left, temperature in my car said 33.
Finally, like I've been waiting for it all year, and literally we're at the tip of the end of the year.
Yeah. The dude at my new job was like, he's from Ohio or Idaho. He was like, yeah, this is cold here. He's like, it's not that cold. Back there, it's
snowing over there
snowing.
Probably, right?
It's like it's negative over there. I'm like, negative? What the fuck is negative?
Yeah, well, we're definitely not conditioned, but I think like isn't it scientifically proven that our blood like thickens and thins depending on where we are at in the part of the world? So like for us, if we went over there, we'd be freezing our fucking balls off. Literally, we just break off like ice. But after somebody from there comes and lives here for a while, like they don't literally aren't I don't know if it's a literal blood thickening thing, but I think they lose their conditioning for the cold. I do sometimes wish we had a little snow. Like it'd be nice to have like snow during the winter. Like feel like all those people in New York feel when they're like, oh, it's a snowy Christmas year, you know? It feels more Christmassy. But the reality is if we had snow here, people would freaking have car crashes and not know how to deal with it, and it'd be like bumper cars on the road.
So this guy's driving with his lights off.
Yeah, we're about to get shot, that's why.
Saying you want him to fucking... Oh, I put him on. And you want him to fucking drive like that with snow, huh? Lovely.
Oh, man, dude, this week, just going to any shopping areas has been insane. People are
Dude, it's been like that these...
fucking crazy.
So I've been off 2 weeks. Then I just started work this week. But the last 2 weeks I've been off, it's been like that every fucking where I go. Me and my sister gone out to just go bullshit places. Or she needed to, like, go somewhere. So I've been taking her. It's been fucking crowded. Every fucking place. I'm like, do you people, like, not work? I'm like, and you're saying, well, what time are you going out? Maybe it's just, every time everybody's getting off work. At 11 o'clock on a fucking Wednesday? At 11 o'clock on a fucking Wednesday?
Well, I think a lot of people are, like, off, right? I think a lot of my coworkers have taken this week and next week off.
On fucking December 7th, you're fucking off? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, December 7th is probably a little late, but, like, the last couple weeks of December, they've been off. Get
your shit together, guys. Go work. Which, the that same dude who's from Ohio was saying the same shit. I thought it was just me complaining, but he was driving. We were driving around doing our job, and he's like, "Man, there's a fuck ton of people out here." I was like, "Yeah, I thought that was just me." He's like, "No, there's a fuck ton of people out here." It was like, it was Thursday at like 10:30. We went to Savers because that's one of the jobs we do. I was like, "There's a fuck ton of people there." Like, you people trying to work or like what? No, it's just people shopping at Savers for those Christmas gifts, I guess.
Yeah,
from
man,
Savers.
you gotta get them in. Hey, man, you gotta get them in.
Want that jizz-filled blanket, Savers.
Jeez.
Want that towel that aborted that baby, Savers. You know, whatever, man. You got a dirty story for him, man?
Dude, I'm writing this whole tit
Book?
physics thing, or dead or alive physics thing, and I can't remember what the fuck that's about. Dead or alive physics.
Tell him the story about your dick.
Oh, my dick. Oh, before I tell him that, did I show you this picture? I didn't, did I? Somebody sent me this picture where it's like geeky sex toys. Did I show you this? So I'm showing the picture to Ruben, and it's literally all Star Wars related toys. Like, there's vibrators, there's It's like, dude, there's literally a green dildo that I'm only going to assume it's a Yoda dick or some shit. Horrible shit. Hilarious.
They got.
Tell them what you see.
Oh, fuck. All right, it's a Darth Vader mask dildo vibrator. It's a vibrator. Sorry, Stormtrooper vibrator. What is that black one? It's a butt plug.
It's a mask, I think, but I don't know how that's Star Wars related.
All right. Oh, it's a ball gag.
Ball and gag, but how's that Star Wars related?
You know. I don't know. They got a R2D2 vibrator also, because, you know, of course, why wouldn't you? It's a very, very veiny Yoda, just straight dildo. My favorite out of all of these is a Han Solo carbonite
Where? Let me see.
vibrator.
Oh, that's hilarious. Is that a vibrator?
I literally might buy that and just put it in my room because that's hilarious.
And there's like lightsaber looking dildos.
Yeah, and there's
It's
lightsaber
hilarious.
dildos.
I might have to find a way to crop this into the thumbnail somehow.
I want to be... All right, you got to pick which one you want to be. I'm going to be the...
What, you want us to be the thumbnail? Do you want this to be the thumbnail? Oh, jeez. Dude, we're going to get flagged by YouTube if I put this on the thumbnail.
Dude, we got flagged on my channel.
No way. For what?
For Mario Kart
Why?
song.
What's the song on Mario? We had a song
Whatever
on Mario
Kart song these.
Nintendo, man, is such a...
Prick.
Yeah, about...
A Jewish person about it?
Yeah, about their shit, man. Like, they don't like anybody putting their stuff online. I don't know how these, like, people that play walkthroughs of Zelda and Pokemon get
Turn the
away with
music
it.
down.
Because Nintendo, like, will literally, what they do, if you don't know on the back end, they take ownership of the video, and then they keep the ads on them, and then they keep the money from those ads.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of fucked up. And the way YouTube is going, man, I feel like a lot of people are jumping ship unless they have a shitload of followers already. A lot of people are jumping ship because they're losing a lot of money. Like, some people that literally found a way to make a living off of YouTube, and then this shit happened. Like, for example, let's say, like, your channel took off and you had a shitload of followers and subscribers and they're watching all your videos and, like Max, right? And, like, you're like, dude, I'm making so much money off of this thing. I could quit my job and just work full time doing this. And let's say you quit your job and then this whole AdSense thing happened and you're making like I think some people are making as much as like half or maybe less than half of what they're making. So now it's affecting your livelihood. Now it's like, oh, I shouldn't have quit my job for this YouTube thing. And I guess that's all business, right? You take a risk, but fuck. Out of nowhere to just lose 50% of your income because some idiot decided to do some dumb shit. And I think it's all really trails back up to PewDiePie and all the dumb shit he did.
Yeah, man.
It sucks. Oh, so I was going to tell a story about how my fucking motorcycles every time. It's almost you guys should start taking bets as to when you're going to hear the motorcycles. What quarter of the video you're going to listen to the motorcycles pass by. Yeah. So there was one time my dick didn't work, dude. I was like with the girl, and she was getting hot and heavy, right? She was getting hot and heavy. We were all like, yeah, let's get some getting it. And it was like I wanted to like get it on, right? I was gonna put the fear of God in a woman, right? And it just didn't fucking work. And that's a psychological mind fuck for a guy. Like that's a like, dude, I need to reassess my life. That's when guys really start making change in life. They start looking at everything. They're like, how's my diet? Am I eating enough? Am I getting enough fat in my diet? Am I able to like, am I working out enough? Should I work out more? That's when you're willing to that's how dominant like reproduction is in the male mind. You'll change everything about your life if you can't fuck. It's hilarious. Like nothing ever makes you work towards anything in your life more than that. And so, and also for the girl, it's not good because then like the girls start getting self-conscious. They're like, oh, you know, you're not attracted to me, you're not into me or whatever. Like it ends up being a problem too, and you also don't want to deal with that because it's not really about them, right? I eventually found out what it was, and I had an idea of what it was. And you know what it was back in the day, that pre-workout I was taking, the Jack 3D, when they had like its meth formula. Back in the day, so that's the problem with buying supplements, is that when you buy supplements, they're not regulated by the FDA, so they could put anything in them. So what a lot of these sneaky companies do, they'll put legit products in them.
Yeah.
Like shit that, like, so a lot of companies get caught because they put steroids in their shit, so they work really well, and then all these bodybuilding freaks are like, oh man, this product works really great, bro, go try it out. He's like, oh man, I'll go try it out. So then they go buy it, and then there's like literally steroids in them. So they sell a lot of the product, and then the companies will start putting the steroids in them so that they are still like selling a lot of the product. And then eventually people are like, oh, they're not good anymore, so they stop buying it. So it's like a way to kind of get around, because it takes a while for the FDA or DEA to really find out about all these steroids and the drugs. Anyways, Jack 3D, the original Jack 3D, with the original formula, dude, was insanely powerful. Insanely powerful. If you don't know what a pre-workout is, it's like a supplement you take. It's like a little powder you mix in your water, and it gives you energy for your workout. The original one, though, was fucking strong. Strong, dude. The original one was so strong. It had this thing that I think they've since then removed called 1,3-dimethyl something. Like if you Google 1,3-dimethyl something, it'll come up on YouTube. And I think it originally, like they've now banned this supplement in like legality of it. It's banned now. Mm-hmm. But I think it has like meth-like effects. And they banned it primarily because some people are getting addicted. And look, people that have addiction issues are going to get addicted to stuff all the time, because I know people that...
So they were getting addicted? Like, were they just like shooting up?
They were like, with the problem with supplements like that is that psychologically, if you have addictive issues, they tend to make you feel like you need to take it in order to get a workout. Like if you don't take it, I'm not going to have a workout at all. I'm not going to have a good workout, man. I need to take it. And then there are people that have really bad addiction issues that will just take it just for like caffeine. They'll be like, oh, I need to go to work. Let me take some pre-workout. There's people that will do it, man. There's people that also...
I need a good dinner. Let me get this pre-workout in.
Yeah, man. There's people that will overdo it. And so I think that enhanced kind of like the addictiveness to it. And one of the side effects that came from the supplement was what was called Stimd, where it's like, I found it like on the bodybuilding forums or some shit. Like you Google it and you can find it. And apparently some of these supplements, like that 1,3-dimethyl, whatever, gave guys that problem where like eventually like you would have problems like getting it up. And so afterwards, dude, I chucked like Thor chugging his hammer across the universe.
So you're like, I can't use this. I'm just putting so much dick down. Just massive amounts of dick down. I can't have this.
I can't have this, dude. I need to cut it from my life.
So on that time, what'd you do? You're like, hey.
It just didn't work, man.
It's not working. So you got like, what do you got in the fridge? You got like a cucumber?
Yo, let me anything that could supplement my dick here. What do you got? Like a
cucumber, that'll work. I mean, if you're really kinky, a carrot.
I got a barbell.
You got a small 2-pound barbell? That'll fit.
jeez.
That'll do the head justice.
Yeah, man. No, it just that time it just did not work out, and then that's the most like masculine thing you could do. Is
You
just
got
like,
some
oh.
corn? I'll chuck it real quick, and then the ribs will feel good. Be ribbed for you.
Oh, jeez. It's like, look, I'm gonna have to go get buy something just to make you feel good about this situation. Yeah, no, man, it wasn't cool.
Where's your local farmer's market? I saw an eggplant.
Oh,
I saw a video one time. There's an eggplant.
it's fucking hilarious. But
hold on, babe. Let me
you know
go
what I
open the
should have
trunk.
done? You know what I should do just for situations like that? But once again, I'm not taking that
Mm.
supplement anymore, so it's not going to happen. But I should do just for emergency situations like that?
Yeah.
I should do the thing from Neighbors. Remember how the guys from the movie Neighbors, the frat guys, they needed money for their frat,
yeah.
so they made casts of their dick, like rubber casts of
Yeah.
their dick. So I'll always
There
have
you
like a
go.
backup dog. I'll have my own
You're like,
casting.
hold on, babe.
And I'll put
Let me
like
pop the trunk.
I'll put like a what the fuck is that tool that goes up and down? Like a saw that goes up and down. What is it called?
Oh, jigsaw.
A jigsaw. I'll make a jigsaw attachment for it.
Fuck.
So it's all.
I saw that on the video. Yeah, you're like, hold on, babe. I'm gonna go to the trunk. Oh my god, what do you got in there? Dragon dildo.
It's got scales.
I'm gonna strap it on myself.
Oh jeez. Dude, that'd be the most pathetic thing you do in your life as a man. Like, you have like your soft dick just laying there while you have a strap on. That is literally the worst thing you could ever do as a man. Like, your man points literally go away. There will be like the brawny man will go through your door and be like, "Excuse me, sir, I need your man card. I'm gonna take that from you."
With the axe and everything, right?
Oh, jeez. I was gonna say some more about that supplement, but no. Oh, that was my point. So, do I remember the first time I ever took Jack 3D? I fucking, like an idiot, I misread the label. Like a fucking idiot. I was so excited to try this thing that the back of the thing said, try 1 scoop and use a maximum of 3. Like the most you should ever take is 3.
So
like,
you
and
took
that's after
3,
you build
right?
up a tolerance. I think I took like 2 or maybe 3 off the cuff.
Fuck, son.
Dude, I misread that. I was like an
So in
idiot.
your younger days, right?
Yeah, man. I'm surprised I didn't have a stroke. And
Because if you took it now, your heart would explode. Just
maybe. Nah, man. I'm a fucking goddamn man. It'll be fine. But damn.
We're just older now, man. We can't do shit like we used to.
Dude, I remember
Back in the day, like our night would be starting out right now.
We would be starting out. Right now, I'd be warming up my car. I'm like, get ready. We're going to go get some In-N-Out.
I'm like, yeah. That's fucking 10:30 is when the good meat. They put the good meat on the grill right now. Meet the guys. We're gonna meet the guys right now
Dude,
at 10.
we were just talking about the
We're gonna
guys.
eat.
I wonder how they're doing in life. We lost track
We're
of all
gonna
of
eat
them.
at 10:30. We're gonna meet the other group of guys at 11:30.
The legit crew.
We're gonna get into some shenanigans.
Helicopters might be involved.
We're gonna get into some shenanigans around 1. Start the races at 2.
Dude, that's where I learned my stupid
Fucking-
dance was from was it Mike? That
Yeah.
is fucking like
Yeah. fucking might get arrested about 3. Wake up the fucking neighborhood around 4. I remember that one time we were out all fucking night.
You saw the sun in the morning.
We saw the sun come up. That's when you know you've been out too long. When you see the fucking sun come up.
Yeah, dude. Those are good times. I'm surprised you didn't keep up with any of them with Facebook. Like, I'm surprised you didn't keep them all friended.
I didn't use Facebook for a long time.
I wonder how they're all good, like, life's going with those guys. Because they were all pretty big car guys, but I think we all eventually kind of did our own thing.
Yeah. Well, the scene died out, but although
I think we left just in time because from what I hear, just after we stopped doing all that stuff, cops really started getting
weird, isn't it?
Right? Splinter Cell is probably an undercover agent.
Almost like they had an inside guy.
Yeah, no.
But my one of my coworkers I met at this new job, I guess he just bought a 350. I guess he didn't tell me all the details, but I guess his buddy has a old 280Z.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they're gonna go up to the pavilions. I think this week or next week.
Oh, you have to tell me if they actually send it or sign
Yeah,
it.
he was just asking me. He's like, "Oh, they still meet up at the pavilion?" So I go, "I think every week." I haven't been up there in years, man. But I believe so.
I wonder if it's you know.
And you
still
saying they
going up.
meet up on 75th and Indian School.
What?
He said some people do. I was like, I cannot confirm that, and I'm not going to go down there to confirm that.
I'm curious, man. I'd like to actually still see if there's a scene involved. I'm still kind of hoping, wishing to get back into cars. Like I want to. There's a couple cars I like to build, but not now.
Like, look, I'm not asking for anything crazy.
Like a 400 or 500 horsepower Supra, you know?
Yeah, just a Supra.
Like a 300ZX, about 500 horsepower.
Just an imported 240. What's the big deal? It's
like an R34 Skyline, dude. It's something crazy.
Everybody wants that. What's the problem?
No, in reality, though, I'd love to get like a 240Z, like an 1980 240Z, drop a SR20 in it.
Dude, I just saw, speaking of 240s,
Hold on. Give me a minute. I need to sit down for a second. I'm about to rip through my pants.
I just saw like a really nice 240.
They're making a comeback, man.
I just saw a 240 up there where I work because I went to Target up there looking for pops, of course. I saw a nice 240. I go, this is going to be a piece of shit. It was nice. And it got real cold when I drove by it. So
that turbo's like...
Yeah, so he was probably sucking up some air.
That or an old, like, 1974, like, Fairlady Z. Those are very rare. And then drop a fucking SR20 in that bitch, too.
Oh, and
that's a cruising car. That's like a car you take up to Jerome, and you just, like, down the little roads.
That way, if you fall off the mountain, you die happy.
Yeah, man. It's the way to go.
He also said that, I guess, the car from Tokyo Drift, the Mustang, they put the engine in.
Yeah.
I guess that's up for sale somewhere.
Really?
They want $100,000 for it.
Fuck that.
Like I could just put that engine probably in that car for cheaper.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck that.
What's wrong with you?
No, I think there's very few cars. Like I like to get into the 300ZX because it is a beautiful car, and
I've been seeing a lot of them on the road lately.
Yeah, but they're all beat the fuck up.
They're all beat the fuck. I saw one that was nice, but all the rest were just damaged.
I think if I had another one, there's a lot of things I wouldn't do that I did to mine.
Roll cage.
No, fuck that. The roll cage is going back in, dog. I'm getting that bitch welded to the frame, dog. I'm getting that shit stiff as fuck.
Needed.
I'd go all the suspension all over again. Some of the electronics I definitely wouldn't do. Turbo timer I wouldn't do. All the fucking gauges are a little bit much. Still get a couple of them. Got to have a couple gauges. That's just part of the game, dog.
So people know, right?
So people know what's up. You got to get a couple gauges that just so you flex on motherfuckers. People roll up next to you trying to do that dumb shit that they do on the freeways. They're like, I'm next to your car, and you just crack your window.
What you got to do now?
What?
Now that we know how to use electricity, just everybody in general, you don't even need gauges anymore. You just put lights on your car and just fucking flip a switch and turn like 30 lights on.
Jeez.
People are like, oh man, this motherfucker.
No, that's Ricer shit, dog. That's Ricer shit. You didn't learn from our years out there. No, a Z would be nice. A 300ZX would be nice if I just get a really clean one. Get a crazy suspension and then spend all the money. Stop doing all the bling bling on the fucking outside, on the inside. Get some nice wheels, right? But you get all the bling bling. All the money I fucking waste on the bling bling on the engine. Don't get me wrong, dude. All right. If I was gay, I'd pull all kinds of dick with that engine. Because you know how many dudes came around my engine? They're like, dude, that shit's clean. Yo, bro, damn, that's a nice engine. I'm like, yeah, I know. Get the fuck away from me. You're getting too close to it.
Dude, that's what happens to me all the time when I wear my wrestling shirts.
Oh, like, I know. I saw that one time at Best Buy. That one guy was like, oh, nice shirt, man. I'm
like, what's up, bro?
No, I would waste less money on the bling bling and then just drop some fat fucking turbos on it, dude. Like the kind of turbos where you like when it's boosting, you can't even like move your torso forward because you're just so stuck to the fucking seat.
Like you're in a Gundam and shit.
Yeah, man, I want that, dude. I'm telling you, that was the difference between Splinter Cell's car and mine. I mean, his car, the fucking turbos would sit you down, man. Mine would just be uppity, like it would just go, oh man, that's fast. But his, you're just like, every time you shift, it was cool. I guess something like that. You know what I'm saying? Rip some rubber. But it'd be kind of cool too to like build like a Evo 9 with like 500 horsepower, just gripping all the wheels. Because that was the nice thing about my Audi. Because of the, how do you say Audi, by the way? People give me shit about that. Is it Audi or Audi?
Guess who the fuck is?
Really? Motank?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker. Anyways, however it's pronounced, the cool thing about the Audi, because it was all-wheel drive, it gripped. Like, it did. Like, I had no problems. I never broke the back end loose on that. Sometimes you want to break it loose. So sometimes it's nice to have a rear-wheel drive car. But, man, the other one, man, just gripped. I did shit with that Audi that I did with the Z, and I had total confidence in it. I was like, dude, it's going to grip. It's fine. It's fine. Tires are, like, meaty as hell, and it's got a lot of power, and it's all-wheel drive. Pfft. We're straight. We're straight. The Z had a roll cage. It had a roll cage. That's where my confidence came, was the roll cage. Anyways, we told a lot of stories, man. Told a lot of stories. I think we're done for the week. I think the next one is we'll be seeing everybody in the new year, 2018. Do you have any expectations for New Year? Do you have any thoughts?
Just lots of cream pies coming your way.
Wow, jeez. It's aggressive. I like it. All right. All the important shit is always down below. Links. I'm going to try really hard to remember to link the podcast where we talk shit about the new Oceans movie. I'm going to try, because I went on a 20-minute rant probably. Yeah. Any last words, dude? Anything you want to tell these people?
Nope.
We'll see you guys in the next one.